Yo, listen up. Here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, inside and outside, blew his house in a blue tiny window in a blue Corvette.
No.
Justin, wake
No.
up.
No.
Justin.
No.
It's Blue Mando time.
No. Yes, you've heard it here first. Nate has decided to torture me today with endless, random blue Mandalorians.
That's right. We're doing a 3-for-1 review today. We're taking a look at the Target exclusive SHRIEK Mandalorian and the Walmart exclusive 2-pack, which is the SHRIEK Trainers.
They're trainers.
Are they scummers or are they shitters?
Oh, they're trainers.
Led by a training team, Mandalorian SHRIEK hone special skills in jetpack operations, scouting, and rescue missions. Justin, I wanted you here because I wanted to torture you a little bit. Just because you're so infamously against blue Mandos, I thought, what more of a perfect opportunity to torture you than to force you to sit here with me and review these actual blue Mandos you despise.
Why not? We even changed our background to blue instead of purple. That is an over-exaggerated thing. That is a meme of the channel. I don't actually have it out for blue Mandalorians. I am just rather annoyed that instead of all the cool Mandos they could be doing, like Gar Saxon, more from Clone Wars, more from Rebels, even like the more random ones from The Mandalorian, we just continue to get this endless avalanche of blue color scheme Mandos. Now, to be completely fair, these are a little different than your Privateer, your Axe Woves, your Death Watch Mandalorian, your Fleet Commander, your etc. blue Mandos that have come out. At the very least, they mix it up a little bit with these designs.
Yeah, I especially think the 2-pack strays even further away from, maybe not, maybe the females not really beating the blue Mando allegations, but
right.
I definitely think the male included with the Walmart 2-pack, he could be beaten the blue Mando allegations. Really only his helmet is blue and he's got a little stripe of blue on his chest piece. I guess maybe the jetpack is, well, the jetpack's maybe teal.
Yeah, it's like a teal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's teal.
It's teal.
Yeah. Shape of water. Let's talk about that one first. So this is the Walmart 2-pack here.
Yeah, I think both of these are infinitely more interesting than the Target figure. They kind of left the female in the dust a little bit, if I'm going to be honest with you here. Mainly, I just think this unpainted blaster pistol is, well, it's not entirely unpainted. It's got a little bit of black on the hilt, but like, just look at how awful that
the
gray
dull
is. Gray. It's really bad.
And then the males has some nice black. It has a lot more black hits on it.
Yeah, and it's a new sculpt too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks tactical.
Yeah, it's a new pistol sculpt for the male. The female does have like a different little sash piece, but it is mostly just the Bo-Katan figure. You can even see her flesh-colored head underneath.
Oh, yeah.
And she's got a little scarf piece, too.
I was going to say, the scarf kind of adds a bit of flavor there.
Yep. Yeah, that's a little bit different, a little bit of new sculpting. But, yeah, the female, though, I feel like she looks good. She's well-articulated. It's really hard to get the two-handed blaster into her hand properly.
Right.
So I will say that's a little bit of a knock against the figure. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Right?
Figure it out.
You know, she's still cool enough. She's still decent.
Good bucks.
Yeah. These are still well-articulated, fun figures.
100%.
And with the helmet glued on properly, it's actually pretty nice. You know, not really a chinner.
Not a chinner.
Not a chinner when it's glued on properly.
True. I mean, that really isn't a problem with Mandos, I feel like.
Some of them.
Yeah. The male here is actually my favorite of the bunch. So this is still on the Walmart one. Mainly because his design, it's the most furthest away from blue that we can possibly get. Don't get me wrong, he still has some blue on him. Way too much blue for my liking. it's mixed up a little bit. I like the rangefinder, how it's just like clipped off, but it's still articulated.
Yeah.
And that is true to, I mean, all these Rando Mandos are from the Mandalorian season 3. They are in shots, frames of the season. And it is true. He just has his little like rangefinder that's snapped.
Yeah, I don't
Or
know.
like maybe a little communication thing it's supposed to be.
Right. Something different is going on with his rangefinder.
It's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
I dig him.
It spices it up a little bit. I did think it was kind of funny. Just a lot of people online instantly jumping to it's broken out of the box because we're so trained to look for like the full rangefinder piece. But no, that's just how it is. But I do agree with you. The male in the Walmart set, easily the best of the bunch. Looks really cool. I like the unique chest piece. It's actually more unique and accurate to like Paz Vizsla. That's like what his chest armor should look like.
All right.
The Black Series figure is actually based on the concept art of Paz.
Okay. I like the holster on the front. I like how it's kind of more in the front.
Yeah.
It's got to be some new tooling, right?
At least
A little bit of new sculpt work on that.
Probably for the belt.
Yeah, so I do, again, it mixes it up. We also have different shades of maroon, that teal color, especially on the jetpack. I do like the jetpack color, and one of the shoulder armor is that teal color. Of course, you got the Death Watch logo on the other shoulder armor. It's decent. It's solid. I just feel like, for me, again, these figures are too random for my shelf. You know me. I've been a little sour on the old Disney era, new media.
Yeah.
So anything that is new Disney era is already fighting an uphill battle. And I just feel like there's so many of these. So where are you putting these in your display? You got a whole Mando display or what?
Well, yeah, I have a whole Mando shelf with all my other blue Mandos. So that's where all 3 of these will go. And I think they're going to look great with the other Mandos. I still have a little bit more room for Rando Mandos, but my space is also getting limited. So I'm hoping that they give us, like you said, some more heavy hitting ones from other Star Wars series, or maybe even the Judge from Mando season. Would you be in on Judge if Judge came to Black Series?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if I can do it.
man, Justin is so far out.
Because I really didn't like season...
It's not even Blue Mandos anymore.
It's not even blue! I don't think I liked season 3 of the show.
Well, yeah, I definitely did not like season 3 of The Mandalorian, but who could deny a cool Mando? Well, you can deny a cool Mando, but I have a weaker will than you, and I, just have a little bit more room for these on my shelf.
True.
So I still picked these up, and I think that they're a lot of fun. Like you said, they're on the Death Watch body. Justin's got the Target one now. Yeah. Which is definitely in line with the blue Mandos, but he's got a long skirt piece, and he's got some green on the chest as well.
A little bit of green and a little bit of, I don't know, honey mustard or whatever the heck that other color is. A little bit of like scarlet on the jetpack. So again, I can appreciate a little variety. It's not 100% blue like all the rest of them are. But this also proves that...
Yeah.
The Book of Boba Fett Boba might be coming because those boots, those lower legs, looks like the Book of Boba Fett ones.
Which actually, this is the same boot too.
Ooh.
Right here, it's just got the armor piece glued onto the front of it. So
yeah,
those definitely look like Book of Boba Fett boots.
Yeah.
Which, about time. They've been taking their sweet time with that Boba Fett figure.
Right. But no, I mean, it's a great body. The Death Watch Mandalorian body has been such a good thing for the line. It's such a fun, well-articulated body sculpt. Such a fun action figure.
Yeah.
And they've been putting so many different designs on that buck. Mm-hmm. Even like the Glavis Ringworld Mando, the base buck. There's a lot of new on that figure, but the base buck is the Death Watch Mando.
Yep.
And it's just super fun. I also like on their Mandalorian blaster rifles, the gold on that really pops. So that's definitely a highlight of these, I would say.
Yeah, and I really think having all 3 of them together too is pretty nice as well because they are, you know, a little sub team of their own. They are the Shriek Hawks. They're, you know, kind of that offshoot subgenre of Death Watch Mando, if you will. So
Yeah.
it is cool that, you know, they're kind of starting to build out another team of Mandos. It's just maybe not the best or most desirable team that we could get because I'd rather have stuff from Rebels or Clone Wars.
Give me Gar.
Give me Gar.
Give me Gar Saxon, please.
And Rook. I need Rook too.
Yeah. And all the ones from Rebels. Ursa and Tristan and literally everyone else. Fenrau.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah. I it's too much blue, man.
Yeah.
I'm blued out. I've got the Black Series Blue Mando Blues.
He's got the Black Series Blue Mando Blues. Front page news.
So at the end of the day, would you recommend these figgies, Nate?
I think if you've got the shelf space, they are a lot of fun. They are a little bit more unique than some other recent Blue Mandos. But then again, I do understand where you're coming from when you are passing on these. And I think as of right now, if we get any further into the Rando Mando territory, I might also be pulling back the reins, but that's simply due to shelf space. Mm-hmm. And I gotta save space now that we know that pretty much nothing is off the table at the moment. And so maybe we could actually see some of those Mandalorian characters that we've wanted for a while that are more like heavy hitting defined characters for us.
Right.
So I feel like I got to save a little bit of space for that. Otherwise, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to be picking and choosing, and then some of these are going to end up in a bin anyway. And I don't want to do that. So these are probably going to be the last randoms for me, unless they do the judge or something like that. I feel like that, you know, is a little different. But like you said, Mandalorian Season 3 wasn't great. I really just thought the Mandalorian designs were pretty cool, and that's it, honestly. Yeah. There really wasn't a whole lot to chew on in that season for me.
Right. Final verdict for me, preparing for liftoff. This is how I feel about your Blue Mandos. No! Out of the basement's breaking up. I'm getting out of here.
Oh, no, homie, I broke your Blue Mando. Oh, no, he's busted.